was 274. 274. And that is interesting because, again, the Catholic Church, notice if you're not seeing it, it's the subheadline, live updates, the prior death toll was 274. Again,
I'm trying to get it
the
sideways.
Catholic Church began celebrating the sun in the sky's birthday in the year 274 AD on December 25th, what we now call Christmas in the West. And it was 46 years later. Welcome back, Truth Seeker. CNN's latest headline: at least 320 killed in Israeli strikes targeting Hezbollah in Lebanon. And what I want you to see is what the prior death count was before it went to 320. And I'm going to remind you what the significance of both of these numbers are. And it goes exactly with what we were talking about yesterday. So, the prior count was 274. 274. And that is interesting because, again, the Catholic Church, notice if you're not seeing it, it's the subheadline, live updates, the prior death toll was 274. Again, the Catholic Church began celebrating the sun in the sky's birthday in the year 274 AD on December 25th, what we now call Christmas in the West. And it was 46 years later that they began celebrating Jesus' birthday, the Son of God, in the year 320 AD on 1225. Again, 46 years apart, 274 AD, 320 AD. And with regards to 274, remember, the Jesuit motto, Isus hominum salvator, equates to 274 in the most simple cipher, where A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, and so on. Yesterday we talked about, today, by the way, today's September 23rd, in a non-leap year, today's typically the 266th day of the year. If you run the alphabetic order in reverse, Isus hominum salvator, the Jesuit motto, equates to 266. And if you don't know the Jesuit logo, just look it up. It's the sun with the letters IHS for Isus hominum salvator. It has the Templar cross, the 3 nails for triclavianism. Again, because it's a leap year, yesterday was the 266th day of the year, and we talked about how CNN had up the headline about how we're on the verge of world war. And I reminded that this war in Israel began on October 7th, the day leading 85 days left in the year. Take the alphabetic order with numerology applied, Isus hominum salvator equates to 85. Just like the word Templar equates to 85 with the alphabetic order. So if you're new here, there's 4 base ciphers of the English language, meaning each word or phrase will have 4 numerical values. They're based on the alphabetic order with numerology, the reverse alphabetic order with numerology. So we covered the 274, the 85, and the 266. The only one we didn't cover is 122. Pope Francis also equates to 122. He's the 266th Pope, the first Jesuit. Now, the only thing left to explain is 320. Again, the Catholic Church began celebrating Jesus' birthday, again, the Son of God, in 320 AD on 1225. Roman Catholic Church equates to 320. The difference of 46 years is interesting because Catholic equates to 46. Like there's 46 books in the Catholic Old Testament. Israel was created on 14/5, the 14th day of May. Catholic, the big way is 145. Like there's 145 more chapters in the Catholic Old Testament. Again, we've given these same lessons a million times. We talked about why Albert Pike's letter about 3 world wars was dated on the Jesuit order's birthday, August 15th. And again, it's a reminder of who really runs the State of Israel. State of Israel, for the record, equals 201, like the Jesuit order, like Pope Francis, the first Jesuit Pope, the first to live in Suite 201 at the Vatican. And these people love to use the Bible as a playbook. The Holy Bible also equates to 201. So, again, just more undeniable ritual in numbers. And understand, the numbers they're reporting to you are just that. They're just rituals. They're not real numbers. They're just symbolic of an order. It's like when you go through a city and there's graffiti all over the wall. Doesn't mean anything to you unless there's somebody there who can explain what the graffiti means. Then once you understand it, you always see it. Like, oh, I know what that symbol means. Oh, I know what that little tag means. Same tags over and over. Remember George Floyd? They pulled him out of a Mercedes-Benz ML 320 and killed him in front of police cruiser 320 on the 225th day of his age. And then the next day, it was the Catholic Church settled for the sexual abuse of children in Minnesota for $22.5 million, 225, just like he died on his 225th day of his age. And then a year later, Derek Chauvin supposedly is going to prison for 22.5 years. Not to mention the massive 201 part of the George Floyd ritual. Again, it all comes from the same game. Don't forget, Albert Pike, his birthday is also 12/29, the day Netanyahu came back into power. This war in Israel began 282 days after he came back. Benjamin Netanyahu equals 282. Again, Albert Pike wrote the letter about 3 world wars published on the Jesuit order's birthday, where the third is about the war starting because of political Zionism. Again, Israel, like the U.S., is a Jesuit-controlled nation. When people are blaming,
talk about the Rothschilds.
Caps. Look up what a papal Jew is.
Owns it.
Okay, Catholic Church runs this world.
So do the bagels.
Not the other guys.
You never talk about the bagels.
The original bankers were Templars. People forget that too. They always say, "Oh, what about those Rothschilds?" Yeah, it means red shield, like what the Romans had, like what the Templars had. Remember what they did to that Rothschild earlier this year? Dead at 87, perfectly synced with the Pope. 71 days after the Pope's birthday. Catholic also equals 71.
Yeah, it's a lot more than you're making it out to be, though.
Putin's 71st birthday.
That's why people don't take some of your crap seriously.
Remember that Rothschild on the Balfour Declaration that died on the 201st day of his age? Again, these are Jesuit hallmarks. We'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker.
You never call them out. That's my problem. Almost never.